Porter's tell-all book has been found, and it exposes the abuse that she went through by Diddy. According to Radar Online, an unnamed person came to them and dropped off this flash drive that had a 40-page manuscript.
At this point,
they're not together, but it was almost like they were together. I didn't like the dynamic of what I was seeing. Like, I knew that it was causing her pain, basically. And she was like almost stuck with him.
I did not realize how shady Corey Gamble is. I was wondering where he came from, where he came. But now looking at it, I didn't know that he was like besties with Jay-Z and Diddy. I didn't know that he was like a talent manager, or he helped Scooter Braun.
Radar Online has just unleashed a seismic revelation. They've snagged a 40-page sneak peek into Kim's bombshell tell-all book, and it's already sending shockwaves through the internet. This isn't just any manuscript, it's the very one Kim was working on before her tragic death, a manuscript poised to blow the lid off some of the darkest secrets involving Diddy. According to rumors, this book was set to expose the skeletons in Diddy's closet so damning that they allegedly led to Kim's untimely demise. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Fans are now grappling with a new twist. Kim's book hints at a tangled web of intrigue involving the Kardashians themselves. Remember the head-scratching mystery of Corey Gamble being spotted at the crime scene? Well, it turns out that this might not be a mere coincidence. Kim's manuscript suggests that Corey, who is rumored to be Diddy's cousin, could have played a crucial role in the unfolding drama. The manuscript paints a picture of a sinister alliance, raising the chilling possibility that Diddy didn't act alone. Instead, it hints at a shadowy network of accomplices, with Corey Gamble seemingly being a key player. The link between him and Diddy could be more than just speculative gossip. It might be the missing piece to a puzzle that's been eluding us. With the manuscript surfacing, the stakes are higher than ever. Could this document finally shed light on the dark truth behind Kim's passing? Are we on the verge of unmasking a conspiracy that stretches from Hollywood's glitzy facade to its grim underbelly? Buckle up as we dig deeper into this scandalous saga and try to unravel the tangled threads of mystery and deceit.
Radar Online has only dropped just these 3 pages out of the 40-page manuscript of Kim Porter's tell-all book, so I can't even imagine what the other 37 pages are gonna be like.
Radar Online is stirring the pot again, and this time they've dropped a bombshell that's sure to turn heads. They've reportedly gotten their hands on a flash drive packed with 40 pages from Kim's explosive manuscript pages that were allegedly passed along by someone with intimate ties to Kim and Diddy. But don't expect any life lessons or heartwarming anecdotes here. Oh no, this manuscript dives headfirst into the darkest corners of Kim's experience, revealing the harsh mistreatment she allegedly endured at Diddy's hands. It paints a chilling portrait of his behavior behind closed doors, offering a raw and unfiltered look at how Kim had to tread carefully around him. If you thought you'd heard it all, think again. This manuscript doesn't just scratch the surface, it digs deep into the ugly truths of their relationship. So brace yourself, the details are intense, and they're about to shake up everything you thought you knew. She writes, "We were supposed to go out for dinner, but he was in a foul mood. Sean yelled what the F I would have to walk on eggshells as I came out of the bathroom, but I found him holding flowers, so I smiled. You brought me flowers," Sean yelled. "No, so who the F are they from?" I was bewildered and told him, "Honestly, I don't know, probably just a fan." He threw the attached card at me. I picked it up to read it. Shy, he slapped me so hard I hit the ground. Sean yelled, "Who the F were you with the other night?" I looked down at the card that was L lying next to me, and it read, "The other night was amazing, we must do it again." Oh, and it gets worse. Kim tried to explain her side of the story, but Sean didn't give her a chance. Instead, he said, "That's not how this works, you have my child, you don't touch anyone unless I allow it." Yikes, she continued writing. Diddy picked up my coffee mug and slammed it against the wall. Coffee flew everywhere as he yelled, "Who the F this man think he is?" At this point, Diddy was getting out of control, but Kim managed to get her 2 words in. She said, "It was just coffee with the producer." It was nothing, she explained. They met up to discuss maybe me starring in another movie that he wants to produce. But did that help the situation? Nah, hell no. Sean exploded even more. He wants to put the move on my effing family. At the top of his lungs, my effing family. He flipped the table over, breaking it. It was a heavy table, but Sean is stronger than he looks. I pleaded with him, "Sean, please." He yelled at me what I tried my best to calm him down. He probably didn't know it didn't come up. "You're publicly dating someone else," so he screamed at me, and it somehow seemed even more intense. "So you didn't tell him." "Back off," and then out of nowhere he hit me with a chair. I don't remember anything after that until I woke up in a hospital room. And then, just like that, it was lights out for Porter. When she came to, she found herself in a sterile hospital room, cocooned in a sea of white walls and crisp, white sheets. My arm was in a cast hanging from a sling. My face hurt, my eyebrow was in immense pain, as was my lip. As I came to, the first face I saw was of the man that put me here. Sean asked with concern in his voice. "How are you feeling?" I responded, "Stay away from me." But seeing Kim in a hospital gown made Diddy do a complete 180. He apologized, but what good was his apology when you and I both know that he didn't plan to change? According to Porter, Diddy said, "I don't know what came over me, but she was afraid for her safety because they were in a private hospital room, and no one would hear me. I could scream like my life depended on it, but it wouldn't matter as she lay in the hospital bed," the musician allegedly said. "I was just so jealous, you know how I am. I'm sorry, baby. I promise I'll never put my hands on you again." I swear she recalled thinking, "I've heard this song one too many times," Porter then wrote. She was concerned Diddy might lie and say she had a car accident, claiming he told her, "They'll pity you that you hit your head." He was going to make me look crazy. They were going to believe him he was a kingpin. Yet she said, "Calm spent the next 6 months helping me heal and working his way back into my life and into my bed. I was so stupid, and of course I wasn't cast for either movie from. What I understand, the producer died of pneumonia. Wow, this is messed up on so many levels. What Radar Online has released so far is just a glimpse into Kim's manuscript, and it's already sending shockwaves. They've yet to publish the full text, but it's set to drop under the title Kim's Lost Words: Attorney for Justice from the Other Side. So keep your eyes peeled, this is shaping up to be explosive. Let's take a moment to absorb the gravity of the situation. The troubling details in Kim's manuscript align disturbingly well with Diddy's known behavior. We've all heard the stories about the messed up things he allegedly did to Cassie, so it's no stretch to think Kim's account might follow a similar dark path. Over the years, there have been countless whispers from people close to the couple about how obsessively controlling Diddy was over Kim. Even when he was involved with someone else, his fixation on Kim didn't waver. Reports have surfaced about him going so far as to spy on her and eliminate any potential romantic rivals. The narrative Kim's manuscript is painting isn't just shocking, it's a chilling echo of a pattern of behavior that's all too familiar. As more pages are revealed, the true extent of the dark side of Diddy's control over Kim might become even clearer. Buckle up, this story is far from over. One of her friends, Sahara, had to say,
They're not together, but it was almost like they were together. I didn't like the dynamic of what I was seeing. Like, I knew that it was causing her pain, basically. And she was like almost stuck with him. It's not like you have this partner that like treats you like shit and then you move on. It's like you have this partner that treats you like shit and won't let you move on. Like if she was seeing somebody and he got a whiff of that, somehow she wouldn't be seeing that person anymore. And it wasn't based on something she did. It was based on something he would do. Like, there was not a chance in the world that she was going to be able to get married, be with another man, just not a chance in the world. Like, it was never going to happen.
But here's where it gets even more tangled. While Radar Online has set the stage with their tantalizing teasers, Kim's friends are throwing a wrench into the narrative. They're claiming that the whole story about Kim working on a tell-all book in the lead-up to her death is nothing but a massive fabrication. According to insiders close to the actress, the manuscript that's making waves may be a total sham. Sahara, one of Kim's close confidants, has publicly denounced the idea of Kim writing such a book. She's adamant that not only did Kim never pen a tell-all, but she wouldn't have dared to do so about the father of her children. Sahara insists that the narrative of Kim's supposed manuscript is nothing more than a sensational lie, aimed at capitalizing on her tragic passing. So as the drama unfolds, we're left with a dizzying whirl of conflicting stories. Is there really a manuscript out there revealing dark secrets? Or is it all an elaborate hoax? The truth might be more elusive than ever, so stay tuned as we try to untangle this web of deception.
When I tell you she was so ride or die, like there's like rumors on the internet saying like Kim Porter was writing a book. She wasn't writing a book. Vanessa, she was like loyal to the bone. Like, she was not that kind of person. She wasn't writing a book about Puff. If she was gonna write a book, she would have written a book 500 years ago and not dealt with his ass. You know what I mean? She was never, ever in a million years gonna write a book about him.
Right.
And I remember once I asked him, I was like, "Do you think he killed Tupac?" She's like, "No way, no way." She goes, "Sahara, trust me, no way." And I'm like, "You sure about that?" She was ride or die for him. She was ride or die for him, even though she like kind of hated his guts too, but she wanted to keep it together for her family. But I know that she was horrified by him. The whole like love, family, all that was total.
Meanwhile, another friend by the name of Ebony Electra wrote in an IG post, "I'm going to say this as loud as I can. Kim Porter never drafted nor wrote a book memoir or manuscript." Meanwhile, she wrote a caption saying, "Now it's getting out of hand. There is no book there never was." Several people continued to speak about and spread blatant lies regarding this mystery. Manuscript as if it were true. People, it's not. Kim would never do such a thing, and that's the honest to God truth. God knows the truth, and so does she. As for me, I couldn't have another person call my phone or send me a text about this. Without clearing the air, any negative feedback or comments on this post will receive no response except God bless you. The truth is the truth. Be blessed. And guess who just surfaced in the comment section? Misa Hilton, Diddy's other baby mama, who's no stranger to the tumultuous side of his world. Misa, who was close with Kim, has been making waves with her comments, brimming with exclamation marks that seem to cast doubt on the legitimacy of Kim's supposed tell-all book. Her reaction hints that she might not buy into the story of Kim working on such a manuscript. But let's take a step back and ponder this. If Kim were indeed crafting a tell-all, would she have been candid about it with those around her? After all, she was deeply enmeshed in Diddy's high-stakes world, where he had the power to corrupt allies and eliminate rivals at the drop of a hat. With Diddy's reputation for controlling behavior, it's plausible that Kim would have been cautious about who she trusted. In a world where secrets are currency and betrayal is a constant threat, Kim might have kept her project close to the vest, sharing it only with the most trusted confidants, if any at all. So, while Misa's skepticism adds another layer to this unfolding drama, the question remains, would Kim have risked everything by disclosing her manuscript to others, knowing how dangerous Diddy's reach could be? One person commented, "If Kim was indeed writing a book, these are obviously not the kind of friends she would tell." Heck, some fans think that Diddy might have paid off these so-called friends, and considering that this all went down when Diddy was at the top of this game, it's not actually impossible. One person wrote, "Kim's friends are denying that she was going to write a book because most likely they were paid off. The love of money is the root of all evil. Rip Kim." And let's not forget Erica Kennedy, another name that has recently resurfaced in this tangled web. Erica, who was one of Kim's close friends, passed away under mysterious circumstances as well. She was a publicist and made waves with her 2004 bestseller Bling, a novel that many speculated was inspired by the drama between Diddy and Kim. The twist? Erica was found dead in her apartment at just 42, and the official cause of death was never disclosed. This has fueled speculation among fans that Diddy might have been involved. With Erica's book sparking controversy and her connections to Kim, some are wondering if Kim might have turned to Erica or someone like her to help get her manuscript out. Adding another layer to this murky situation is the mystery surrounding Kim's own death. Kim reportedly succumbed to pneumonia at the age of 47. Now let's be real, how often do we hear of someone passing away from pneumonia at that age without any underlying health conditions like heart disease? It's an unusual and suspicious scenario that has fans raising eyebrows and connecting the dots. There's a lot more at play here, and as more details emerge, the chilling connections between these deaths and the potential cover-up surrounding them are impossible to ignore. The questions keep piling up, and the need for answers grows more urgent. Someone on X wrote, "Kris Jenner's boyfriend just happened to be there at the time. Kim Porter was given IV fluids and vitamins, but never antibiotics, the ones she needed. I'm sorry, but shouldn't have been the first line of treatment. So did Diddy pay off the doctor, or did the doctor skip a few years of med school? But that's not even the tip of the iceberg." Apparently, the first coroner, Ed Winters, who worked on Kim's autopsy, said that Kim passed away because of poisoning, but guess what happened next? He got fired. Side note, he passed away in 2023.
Now that her family's kind of allegedly wanting to have her body exhumed, some people do find Ed Winters a little suspicious, mainly due to the timing of it all. So I do, however, want to add that Ed Winter was a 71-year-old man, and that the cause of his death was listed as natural causes. As far as the Kim Porter case goes, he was the initial coroner on the Kim Porter case, and allegedly he had vital information on the cause of her death that was contradictory to what the coroner after him had stated. Allegedly, Ed Winter did not say the cause of the death was pneumonia, and he allegedly found other reasons to believe that it could have been foul play, and he deemed the results problematic. meaning that there is something else that proves it may have not been natural causes, as was alleged, that there was also chemicals found in her body that shows that it was induced, meaning put there. His findings were filed as pending until further investigation. He was then taken off the case and a new coroner was put on to the case, and that's when we learned the results of the autopsy, that there was a finding of pneumonia.
And that's when things took an even darker turn. The second coroner's report confirmed that Kim passed away due to pneumonia. But here's where it gets murky. Did Diddy have a hand in this? Or was it simply a natural progression? The situation reeks of something fishy, and it's only adding fuel to the already blazing fire of speculation. Now let's tackle the other glaring question: what on earth was Corey Gamble doing at Kim's scene of death alongside Diddy? It took internet sleuths a few years to piece together that Corey was indeed present at the scene, which raises some serious red flags. What's his role in all this? On paper, Corey Gamble is known as Kris Jenner's boyfriend, and his LinkedIn profile offers little insight beyond his role as a talent manager. But let's dig deeper. An old Cosmopolitan article sheds some light, claiming that Corey was born on November 10, 1980, and studied business marketing at Morehouse College in Atlanta. After graduation, he supposedly started working as a talent manager for SB Projects, Scooter Braun's entertainment company, and ended up managing Justin Bieber. However, there's a glaring discrepancy. If Corey and Scooter are so close in age, how did Corey land a job at SB Projects immediately after graduation when Scooter was already established? Did Scooter Braun get a head start, or is there a gap in Corey's timeline? The running theory among fans is that Corey might be more than just a talent manager. He could be a handler, the guy tasked with handling the dirty work for the elite. His connections and presence at high-profile events suggest he's the go-to person for more than just managing talent. If that theory seems far-fetched, consider this: a video of Kanye West calling Corey a CIA agent began circulating online shortly before the Cosmopolitan article was published. The timing and content of this video only deepen the mystery surrounding Corey's real role and the shadowy underpinnings of these high-stakes connections.
Yes, Corey's CIA. Like, he didn't even say it. I know it. CIA.
So did we just witness the Kardashians' money at work? Were they trying to bury the truth with that article? It seems like everyone in the industry is trying desperately to hide Corey in plain sight. As for Corey's connection with Diddy, well, knowing the kind of man Diddy is, it makes sense that he would keep a person like him on speed dial. Heck, according to some sources, Corey might be Diddy's cousin, but that claim is yet to be verified. What we do know for a fact is that Diddy had something to do with Kim's passing, and if he needed a guy for cleanup duty, it would be Corey. Heck, he was there with Beyonce when he needed to stop the Paps from catching her under the influence.
Chill out. Sorry, Jay-Z. Sorry.
So, can someone explain why Kris's boyfriend is acting like a bodyguard? Did he pick up a side gig? And let's also not forget that when Diddy threw a party in honor of what would have been Kim's 50th birthday party, Corey was there. Heck, he even posted a photo with Kim with the caption, "Happy birthday, Kim Porter. I will always continue to thank you for all you and Diddy did for my life. More love." I'm sorry, but we're still left with some big questions. What exactly did Diddy do for Corey? And what's the connection between Corey and Kim? As of now, those answers remain elusive. However, there's a buzz on the streets that once Radar Online releases all 40 pages of Kim's manuscript, it could spell disaster for both the Kardashians and Diddy. Kim had a front row seat to the shady dealings happening in the industry, and if this book is truly hers, it could reveal explosive details about the tangled relationships between the Kardashians and Diddy. The stakes are high, and if you're part of the Kardashian-Jenner clan, it might be time to get your lawyer on speed dial. But enough about that. Let's shift gears and dive into something else. What's next on the agenda? One person wrote, if the book is real, whoever Kim gave it to was probably told to wait to release it until the twins were 18. And guess what? The twins are turning 18 this year in December. And so maybe that insider who handed Radar Online that flash drive was only carrying out Kim's will, and that's why the entire thing hasn't been released yet. As for fans, well, they think that the 40-page manuscript is 100% legit despite what her friends are saying. One person commented, "If I was being spied on 24/7, I wouldn't want anybody to know. I'm writing a book, even my closest friends, 'cause at that point I ain't trusting nobody." Meanwhile, others were pissed about the fact that the internet was still having this conversation like, dude, it's 2024. Diddy being the worst of the worst is a hard fact at this point. One person commented, "Book or no book, everything he was doing to Kim Porter came out. Whatever he was doing to Cassie, he was doing to her as well. Every dog has their day. He's a monster, been a monster we all had in the back of our minds. He set notorious bid up, he's been gone almost 30 years. Now people want to say, Puffy did it, shaking my head. There is a special place for Puffy." So what do you think of the situation? What secrets do you think Kim's manuscript is going to reveal? Are the Kardashians really involved? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get the conversation going. And while you're at it, don't miss our next video. It's packed with even more juicy updates and explosive details. And don't forget to subscribe and like for more updates. Stay tuned for more content and coverage on this ongoing story.